Those of us who remember corner shops stacked to the ceiling, lunchboxes full of contraband sugar, and the sound of sweets rattling in blazer pockets know that the best snacks didn't survive the 90s. Number 7 stained your tongue for hours. Number 4 made you feel like you were eating the future. And number 1, you could spot its colours across a school disco from the other side of the hall. If you ever sprinted to the corner shop with pocket change and hope, this one's for you. Number 10. Treats. The original chocolate button. Treats were the chocolate buttons that felt like a handful of joy. Covered in a colourful sugar shell that cracked softly before giving way to smooth chocolate, they were the prototype for many of the treats that came after. Kids poured them straight into their palms, sorted them by colour, or tipped the whole packet into their mouths just to hear the shell crunch. They lived in glove compartments, coat pockets, school bags, and emergency snack drawers. As packaging modernised and chocolate giants shifted direction, treats quietly slipped off shelves, leaving only memories of that gentle sugar crackle. Treats brought sweet simplicity, but the next snack had a chewy charm of its own. Number 9. Toffo. The chewy little time capsule. Toffo was the kind of chewy sweet that glued itself to your teeth, but somehow made you forgive it every time. Each piece came wrapped in colourful waxed paper, promising a long-lasting chew that made Christmas films or bus rides feel quicker. Kids swapped flavours, hoarded multi-packs, and always had one stuck somewhere at the bottom of a coat pocket. The caramel chew softened slowly, giving off that unmistakable toffee warmth that felt like a mini winter treat. As bigger brands pushed new novelty sweets, Toffo became harder to find, eventually disappearing from most shops. Toffo brought soft, chewy nostalgia, but the next snack was all about bite-sized colour and crunch. Number 8. Astros. The bite-sized space age. Astros were the tiny chocolate planets of the 90s. Crunchy biscuit centre, creamy chocolate layer, and a bright candy shell that made every handful look like a mini solar system. Kids treated them like edible marbles, pouring them from hand to hand before finally crunching down. They rattled inside lunchboxes, rolled under sofas, and lived permanently in cinema snack stashes. Each tube felt bottomless until suddenly it wasn't. Their colours were loud, their crunch sharper than you remembered, and they vanished as quickly as they arrived. As the snack world shifted and novelty items came and went, Astros quietly faded from shelves. Astros brought cosmic crunch. But the next sweet stained your tongue, your fingers, and probably the carpet. Number 7. Tooty Frooties. The Rainbow Chew. Tooty Frooties were the chewy, colourful cubes that announced themselves before you'd even opened the packet. Bright wrappers, loud flavours, and a soft chew that stuck to your teeth in a way that felt weirdly comforting. Kids ripped open multi-packs, poured them onto desks, and immediately sorted them by colour, with fierce loyalty to their favourites. They were fruity, bold, and tasted like pure playground energy. Teachers hated them. Children adored them. As sweet ranges shifted and production quietly stopped, Tooty Frooties became a relic of lunch breaks and pocket money hauls. Tooty Frooties brought rainbow chaos, but the next snack played colour tricks of its own. Number 6. Vice Versas. The inside-out chocolate twist. Vice Versas were the chocolate sweets that messed with your brain in the best possible way. Brown shells with white chocolate inside, white shells with milk chocolate inside. The novelty was the whole point. You never knew which one you had until you bit through the crisp shell. And kids turned that into a game, daring each other to guess the filling. They lived in sharing bags that never actually got shared and left that satisfying cocoa smell on your hands. As novelty chocolates rotated and shelf space shrank, vice versas quietly disappeared, leaving only memories of their colour swap magic. Vice versas brought playful confusion, but the next snack went full 3D in the most 90s way possible. Number 5. 3D Doritos. The crunch you could hear across the room. 3D Doritos were the loudest snack of the decade. Literally, those puffed, hollow triangles delivered a crunch so sharp you could hear it from the other side of the classroom. They felt futuristic, like crisps leveled up into snack technology nobody asked for, but everyone instantly loved. Kids bit into them slowly just to feel the shell collapse, or crushed them between their palms to see how explosive the crunch could get. The flavours were bold, the texture unforgettable, and the bags were emptied faster than adults could pretend they weren't eating them too. As snack trends moved on and the shelves filled with more extreme crisps, 3D Doritos faded quietly. 3D Doritos brought space-age crunch, but the next snack twisted a much-loved classic into something far sweeter. Number 4. Kat Caramac, the Golden Break. Kat Caramac was the bar that felt like discovering a secret version of a childhood favourite. The familiar Kit Kat snap stayed the same, but instead of milk chocolate, the fingers were coated in smooth golden Caramac, sweet, buttery, and instantly recognisable. Kids either loved it or swapped it away at school for something they trusted more. Adults treated it like a rare find, picking it up whenever they saw it because it appeared so infrequently. The contrast between the classic wafer crunch and the caramel-flavoured coating gave it a unique charm that regular Kit Kats couldn't match. As limited edition bars rotated and newer flavours took the spotlight, Kat Caramac quietly disappeared from most shops. Kat Caramac brought golden nostalgia, but what's coming next goes chunky, nutty, and unexpectedly rich. Number 3. Fuse Bar. The chaotic chocolate brick. Fuse was the chocolate bar that felt like someone had emptied a whole sweet cupboard into one wrapper, and somehow it worked. Inside that chunky bar, you'd find raisins, biscuits, cereal pieces, and pockets of chocolate all mashed together in glorious 90s mayhem. Every bite was different. A crunch here, a chew there, and sometimes both at once. Kids loved the unpredictability. Adults pretended it was too busy before sneaking another bite. It was the kind of bar you demolished without realizing, only noticing the crumbs left behind. As chocolate lines streamlined and brands focused on simpler flavors, Fuse quietly vanished from shelves, leaving behind a generation who still swear nothing else has ever tasted quite like it. Fuse brought organized chaos, but the next snack delivered chunky, peanut-packed nostalgia. Number 2. PB Max, the peanut powerhouse. PB Max was the hefty snack that felt less like a treat and more like a challenge. A thick slab of peanut butter on a biscuit base, drenched in milk chocolate. It was rich, dense, and unapologetically indulgent. Kids could barely finish a whole bar in one go, while adults claimed it was too much before returning to finish the leftovers. Its bold peanut flavour and crumbly base made it unforgettable, the kind of bar you remembered long after it disappeared. As peanut-heavy snacks fell out of fashion and the market shifted toward lighter options, PB Max became harder to find until it vanished completely. PB Max brought peanut perfection, but the final snack on this list wasn't a bar at all. It was the glow-in-the-dark bottle that defined an entire decade's childhood. Number 1. Panda Pops, the school disco superstar. Panda Pops weren't just a drink, they were a full-on childhood event. Brightly coloured, ridiculously sweet, and buzzing with flavours like bubblegum and cherryade, they lit up school discos, birthday parties, and Christmas fairs throughout the 90s. The bottles were so vibrant, you could spot them across a crowded hall, glowing like neon beacons under fairy lights. Kids clutched them with sticky hands, taking huge fizzy gulps between songs, and somehow always ended up laughing so hard the drink nearly came out their noses. The sugar hit was instant, the flavours unforgettable, and the excitement unmatched. As concerns over additives and colours grew and the shelves moved towards subtler drinks, Panda Pops slowly fizzled out until they slipped completely from Christmas party tables. Panda Pops weren't just a vanished snack, they were the taste of pure 90s childhood. So that's 10 British snacks that vanished after the 1990s. They weren't just treats, they were the pocket money treasures, the corner shop legends, the lunchbox contraband, and the sugar-fueled memories that shaped a generation.